You'd think after how bad I thought the commentary was for the last video that I had stopped recording by now. But I'm not, because I really like a particular course in this cup. Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, welcome back for more of Let's Play Mario Kart Super Circuit. Last time, we took on the Extra Lightning Cup, and today, we're going to be moving on to the Star Cup. And remember last video when I was talking about ice physics? Hello, ice physics! How you doing? Snowland! Very interesting, if not for one particular reason. The majority of the coins in the level are right here. I think that's a row of 37 coins or something. Or, if it's not 37 coins, I would have 37 coins by the end of that run, if I got all of them. So most of the coins are in that run. The remainder of the coins on the course are on a semi-shortcut that's not really a shortcut, that's off to the side over there, which would require you to skip those row of coins. I don't know why I said those row. But this particular segment of the music is actually from Choco Island, or Choco Mountain from N64. I don't know why, when I was a kid, I always thought that segment of the soundtrack for this course was from Frappe Snowland. I guess it's because it's Snowland and it's full of ice and stuff. But it's from Choco Mountain, and I think the same music that plays for a couple of the battle courses, maybe? But the snow in here isn't as bad as the snow in some of the other courses is. So I'm not entirely sure why they did it differently. But the other way you could go, where the rest of the coins are, is over here. And getting all of the coins in this course by running through those 5s on the dash pads, very difficult to get. But since all the coins are concentrated in one particular place, you don't necessarily have to worry about it anywhere else. It's kind of like in Super Mario Kart, where all of your items were concentrated in one spot, so you didn't necessarily have to worry about them anymore throughout the rest of the track. By the same token, they're much more difficult to come by, and they don't really play too much of a role in terms of the race. But the real course I'm here for is my favorite one in this entire game, Ribbon Road. Now, I'd like to think this track in particular is one of the most technical ones. And if I'm able to... I was hoping I wouldn't need the mushroom. You can do this and skip a good portion of the track. Really, really fun to do. And for the rest of the way after you do that, you have dash pads to help you along. So if you're well-versed enough with this game that you can hit just about every dash pad along the way, this course goes by incredibly quickly. And I'm going to try holding onto this mushroom just in case I needed to make the jump. In 100cc, you don't have enough speed naturally to be able to do this with the regular jump. So I'm going to be holding onto the mushroom if I actually miss the first dash pad there. But I generally don't need it, so hopefully this run will go fairly easily since I absolutely love this track. I mean, in addition to the dash pads and the shortcut, you have such a happy, cheery music. The atmosphere is unlike just about any other track in Mario Kart, really. Not just Super Circuit. But you've got the presents everywhere, you got the xylophone going, it's a nice, cheery atmosphere. I really, really like this course. And I very much want to see a remake of it in one of the later games. I mean, you think about some of the ones that really warrant remakes, like from the N64 game, you think of Yoshi Valley and a couple of other ones. Ribbon Road is one I'd love to see remade in the next Mario Kart game. But that aside, we still have 2 more courses to do in the Star Cup. It's a Yoshi Sphinx! That's so adorable! Well, we go from one of my favorite courses to one of my least favorite courses, and I'm not entirely sure what I don't like about this course, because it's got Yoshi and everything. But, not too much of a fan of the desert atmosphere, really, just in general. There are a couple of desert courses I do like, and those, I thought I was trying to get through the item roulette there. I didn't intend to use the mushroom. But you'll see on occasion there are swirling sand pits. Those are piranha plants. they trap you for a good 3 to 5 seconds. I highly recommend you don't run into those whenever possible. But although I don't really like this track too much, I love the music for it too. Especially because it's got that one Yoshi cry in it that... I guess if... I don't know who I am to say this, because I've never really played too much with Mario Paint, or Mario Paint Composer, but a running joke around people that do is trying to use the Yoshi cry in just about any card... Why did I say card? Video games! In just about any song that they try to make with the Mario Kart or Mario Paint Composer, that they'll try to include the Yoshi cries in some capacity. And, I mean, looking at it now, it always kind of reminds me of that, going to this course and hearing the Yoshi cry. It's very difficult to pick up in the recording, at least it's difficult for me to hear it, but it's kind of nifty how they work it in. Because it almost sounds like it's part of the natural atmosphere, you know? Like they do in a couple of the Mario Golf games, and there are a couple of other games as well I've shown off where they do that. Like in Jet Force Gemini, Goldwood, and you hear some ambient noise like animals and whatnot in the background, and they use the same ones for the jungle level in GoldenEye. Just hearing the animals in the background makes it seem a lot more natural. So it's kind of nifty how they work that in here. But it's also very strange for me not to get the first place music. It threw me off. I'm very disappointed in not getting the first place music. Let's get it here at BC3! Because we haven't seen enough Bowser Castle courses yet. And again, if you're a Mario Kart Wii aficionado, you've seen this one so many times, you've probably already skipped it because you're not entirely excited to see it. But I've also found Lakitu gets really jumpy in terms of determining whether or not you're going in reverse when you're actually just up against a wall. Not sure why he does that. He's so antsy to show off and do a good job, I guess. I guess he does deserve some kind of work or some kind of love. I mean, he does pick us up whenever we fall down. And I love using Lakitu in Mario Kart 7. But I was just trying to go through the item roulette faster. I was not trying to use an item, and I wound up sniping Donkey Kong for it, so go me. But you've probably seen this course so many times that you're just so goddamn sick of it. And the shortcut that people love taking over here with the jump over to the left and skipping part of the course, I believe you can also do that in this game, but I'm definitely not good enough at it to show it off. So I probably won't. But yeah, if you didn't already guess, falling off with the star is generally not a good idea. Luigi, I don't know why you did that, but the Magic Koopa up there, he won't necessarily touch you. And is there anything else to cover about this place? The thwomps? The placement of the thwomps is just about as wonky as it was in Super Mario Kart. Even though I assume they take up a 3D space, their appearance is planar. So they will always be facing you, and they don't have a shadow. It makes it extremely difficult to judge precisely where they are. So they're very easy to run into and very difficult to avoid if you're near them. But that said, I did like Bowser Castle 3 when I played it on the GBA. I get the feeling that playing it so many times on Mario Kart Wii has kind of soured me to it a bit. But if I'm not mistaken, that does it for the Star Cup. This is UniversalGiant, and next time we'll take on the Extra Star Cup. See you then.